What three miracles allow us to somatically sense wholeness within our being, allow us to mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically feel whole within our body, mind, and soul? Join me to discover three miracles that facilitate our sense of wholeness from within and an invitation to activate and expand wholeness within your own body, mind, and soul. Instead of watching me on a video, you'll be eye gazing with yourself in a mirror or spending time with all aspects of your own body, mind, and soul as you explore this discussion. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. What allows you to feel a sense of wholeness from within your own body, mind, and soul? As we explore this, I invite you to practice eye gazing in a mirror, just practicing spending time with your own self-essence while intimately eye gazing in a mirror. If you're not in a position to eye gaze, like if you're driving or cleaning dishes or something while enjoying this discussion, then I just invite you to practice spending time with all aspects of your own self-essence. Like you're hanging out with your own child, romantic partner, or best friend, but that person is inside of you, within the experiencer of your soul essence, flowing through the miracles of your brain and body-mind. So as we dive into this, go ahead and just hold space to be present with you, to be present with all of you, to connect with all of you, to hold space for this moment to be spent with you, to allow the priority of this moment to be in full connection with all aspects of your own beingness in body, mind, and soul. Have you ever felt moments, or maybe even days, weeks, months, or years on end, but at least moments where you felt completely and absolutely whole inside of your own being? An absolute overflowing fullness where you felt pure freedom inside of you, pure transcendent peace inside of you, pure unconditional love inside of you, pure boundless joy inside of you, where there could be absolute stillness and absolutely nothing happening, and yet you feel an overflowing fullness because you are so whole from within. Or there could be nothing happening outside of you, and yet everything in you is so overflowing that you laugh until you cry because of the love and joy erupting within your body, mind, and soul. An overflowing wholeness where the only thoughts or feelings or choice tendencies or habits or expressions of your own sense of self that arise only ever come from a place of pure wholeness. There's no thoughts of not being whole. There's no feelings of not being whole. There's no choice tendencies of actively pursuing something outside of you because you're not already whole from within. Any and every thought or feeling or choice is stemming from that pure wholeness inside of you, where you don't need anything beyond your own body, mind, and soul to be absolutely, completely whole from within. When you're in this place of wholeness, as you spend time with yourself, especially if you're eye gazing in a mirror, when you look into your eyes, you see the one person that you get to share your whole life with. And you know that they matter more than anything, and that this moment is perfect and precious and priceless and powerful and potent and pure and profound because you are in this moment with you. And that means more to you than words could ever describe. When you spend time with yourself, when you eye gaze in a mirror, when you are in the presence of your own body, mind, and soul, you are so profoundly whole from within that there is nothing that could be added to your life that would add to the wholeness of who you truly are. And every aspect of you is fully unified within this experience. And it's a state of pure divine wholeness and perfection within your own body, mind, and soul. There are three miracles required to experience this wholeness. And we want to continue expanding this wholeness so that we experience more of it, more deeply, more of the time, to a point where we have such wholeness that it blows our own minds every day how whole we feel inside of us, and that it can be a constant occurrence without disruption. So, what are these three miracles that actually allow us to feel whole? And how can we amplify the power and well-being of these three miracles? These three miracles are wholeness in the brain and body, wholeness in the body-mind's navigational networks, and wholeness within the unification of our soul self within the human experience and expression. So we're going to go over what this means very briefly, and then how can you expand into more wholeness in everyday life in a practical way that actually sparks tangible transformation and somatic shifts where you can actually physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally, somatically feel your own body, mind, and soul expanding into more wholeness and unification. So the first miracle that allows us to feel whole, and this is mentally, emotionally, physically, somatically, and energetically, feel whole within our body, mind, and soul. Feeling whole within body, mind, and soul. The first miracle is wholeness within the brain and connection with the body. If you have a moment, go ahead and take both of your hands and gently place them on the top sides of your head like you're giving your head a little hug, okay? So in between your hands right now is a miracle that holds your brain. Holds your brain. Your brain is being held in this place that you're now cradling. And inside of your brain, there's the front, middle, and back parts of the brain called the triune brain. Triune means three, so we got the front, middle, and back parts of the brain. And then we have the left and right brain hemispheres, okay? So these 5 different regions of the brain all have really specific jobs to do, really specific ways of supporting the who that you are and how the who that you are encounters every moment of experience. And so in order for all aspects of body, mind, and soul to feel whole from within, there needs to be wholeness within the brain, meaning that all these different regions are active in the perfect way that allows them to do what they're meant to do, and they all have connection with each other. And the way that this brain is activating as you gently cradle your head, hi brain, you're so precious and miraculous, hello. And so this brain can connect with all the miracles inside of your body. For example, your gut brain has really, really deep connections with the middle, back, and right parts of your brains. And so in order for the gut brain to do all of its magic and contribute and be a part of the wholeness of body, mind, and soul, it needs to have really good connection with those parts of the brain that it's meant to connect, communicate, and collaborate with. Wholeness within the brain and its connection to all of the body helps us have a deep somatic, physical, energetic, mental, and emotional sense of wholeness from within. The second miracle that contributes to our ability and capacity to really deeply sense the wholeness of all that we are inside of us are navigational networks in the body-mind. And so go ahead and point to your whole body. If you're hanging out in a mirror with me here, just use your fingers and just point. Point to your brain, point to your arms, point to your torso, point to your legs, point to all of your body, and just be like, point, and pointing. Okay, all of this from head to toe, including everything in the brain, all of this from head to toe carries trillions of energetic networks or pathways that have information about how to navigate the who that you are and how the who that you are encounters experience. And so anytime you have a thought, a feeling, an impulse, an urge, a choice pattern, a desire, an image or sensation or melody even, or inner dialogue or inner narrative, judgment, conclusion, a response or reaction, those are the results of the information that's flowing through navigational networks. And a lot of those navigational networks are inside of the brain, but there's also a lot throughout the entire body. There's literally trillions, tens and hundreds of trillions of networks that have information. You can think of them like railroad tracks. Imagine railroad tracks stretching all across everywhere forever, tens of trillions of railroad tracks. And each piece of that railroad track has information about how to navigate self and life. And then when a train is active on the track, then it's activated and it's creating a projection that contributes to the way that you feel about your sense of self and the way you think and feel and move and choose and respond and have an expression of the who that you are within your experience. To overly simplify it, you can imagine that these tens of trillions of railroad tracks carrying navigational networks can be described in 4 regions, just 4 regions. We're going to keep it real simple here, okay? 4 regions. And each of those regions carries about 10 trillion navigational networks, but we're going to just describe it summarized in a region of the body-mind. And the ability for those navigational networks to support you in feeling wholeness from within depend on the well-being of specific internal body, mind, soul needs in relation with their fulfillment through unconditional love. So now imagine that all those railroad tracks are described in 4 regions, kind of like playing Foursquare, where there's 4 little squares next to each other. And each one of them has specific needs. And when those needs are met consistently with unconditional love, then the information in that region can support you in feeling wholeness from within. When there are moments throughout our life experience where any or all of those needs are not met, they're not met consistently, they're not met unconditionally, and they're not met with deep, deep love, then the information stored in that region of the body-mind will not be able to support feeling whole from within. And it will carry navigational networks that guide you to find wholeness outside of you, or restrict the capacity for you to feel wholeness at all. Conveyed in my liberated consciousness diagram, the first body-mind region carrying 10 trillion navigational networks of those train tracks we talked about, the first body-mind region requires a felt sense of being seen, loved, treasured, appreciated, celebrated, valued, wanted, and with a sense of belonging. The second body-mind region, expressed through my liberated consciousness diagram, carrying 10 trillion or so navigational networks, those train tracks, that second body-mind region requires a felt sense of safety, security, protection, provision, stability, and sustenance. The third body-mind region requires a felt sense of support, connection, vulnerability, closeness, collaboration, and community. And the fourth body-mind region requires a felt sense of respect, recognition, embrace, allowance, opportunistic space, directional guidance, purpose, and importance. And all of these 4 regions are supported by the need to feel tenderly held and abundantly taken care of, the need for playful fun and exploration and adventure, and the need for authentic self-expression, including speaking your mind and just feeling like yourself, and expanding into your own unique expressions with whatever gifts or talents you might have developed through your life. And so in relation with these specific needs, which I call attachment needs, these attachment needs support all the different networks in having healthy attachments with each other. So those hundreds of trillions of energetic pathways flowing in the gut brain and our brain and all throughout our body can all have good, healthy connections so they can communicate and collaborate through those connections. And there's healthy attachments throughout the navigational pathways of the body-mind. And again, these energy pathways actually allow you to have a sense of self, to feel like yourself, and to have different thoughts and feelings and emotions and perspectives and ideas and expressions and choices and habits and skill sets and abilities. It all comes from these navigational networks. The navigational networks prioritize these specific needs. And so, regardless of the details of the information within those hundreds of trillions of navigational networks, their top priority is to navigate in relation with those needs, to try and fulfill those needs or survive those needs not being fulfilled. And so when the needs are met, when those attachment needs are met throughout our life consistently and unconditionally with love, then the information in the navigational networks supports our wholeness. But when there are experiences, especially chronic ones or severe ones, chronic or severe moments where those needs are super not met, then the information in the navigational networks won't be all connected in the best way and will not be able to support feeling whole in body, mind, and soul. The third, final, and most important miracle that allows us to feel whole within body, mind, and soul is the activation and unification of the soul essence within the human body, the human experience, the human expression. And so this is a two-part thing where there's the soul activation. There's always more aspects of our soul that we can activate and expand into. And then reunification of soul aspects across all time, dimension, space, and reality. When there are moments of unfulfilled attachment needs, as one example, moments where we don't feel seen and loved, moments where we don't feel safe and secure, moments where we don't feel supported and connected, moments where we don't feel recognized and respected, moments where we don't feel like we're wanted or we're valuable or we're important or we matter. In those moments, an aspect of our self-essence becomes disconnected from the totality of the soul. And this can reduce our capacity to somatically feel whole. And so if there have been any past traumas, for example, then there are aspects of the soul essence who were basically lost in those moments, and we want to welcome them home. The beautiful part is that these aspects of self are never lost to an experience in the past outside of us. Instead, they're still within us. They're just not connected with the totality of self-essence. They're right here within us in the present moment, which means that there is no past and no experience outside of us that holds power over our wholeness. It's here inside of us in the present moment. But the aspects of self are flowing through the connections of the brain and the networks of the body-mind. And if those regions of information aren't totally unified, then the aspects of self won't be able to connect with the rest of self-essence, basically. Reunification of self aspects means that the aspects of our self-essence from ages 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, those childhood self aspects are now fully unified with the present moment self, able to see the adult who is here now to care for them and the adult that they grew up to be. Distinction and connection with full unity within the self. And the aspects of self from those past moments of trauma or stress or painful relationships or et cetera, all the aspects of self from all those life moments before right now are fully unified with the essence of self who is having this present moment experience. And then once there's full reunification of self aspects within the human experience, then there's a step further in soul activation, activating the essence of self who exists beyond the human experience, activating that soul essence within the human experience. And this means getting to know the essence of your soul beyond what you experience and how you experience it, but also getting to know that soul essence fully activated within your own brain and body mind. And through soul activation and self reunification across all time, dimension, space, and reality, we are able to experience a profound level of wholeness that goes beyond anything any language could ever possibly describe or articulate. As you are here right now, eye-gazing with yourself in a mirror, or at least activated in full conscious presence with all aspects of your body, mind, and soul, are you able to somatically, energetically, physically, mentally, and emotionally feel a profound, overwhelming, all-consuming, all-satiating sense of wholeness from within your being? Allowing for wholeness in your brain, where the front, mid, and back parts and left and right hemispheres of your brain have such profound wholeness and integrative connection with full unity and connection in all of your body, that your brain and your body support your feelings of wholeness in everyday moments. Where the navigational networks of your body-mind support you in feeling seen, loved, treasured, appreciated, celebrated, valued, wanted, with a sense of belonging, safe, secure, protected, provided for, sustained with stability, supported, connected, vulnerable closeness and collaborative community unifying you from within in your body, mind, and soul. Feeling so abundantly recognized, respected, embraced, honored, allowed to be all that you are, with opportunistic space to be all that you are, and directional guidance from within that allows you to navigate life from your truest self and feeling purposeful and important inside of your own being. Do the navigational networks that instinctively suggest all your different thoughts and feelings and choices and habits and personality traits and expressions of your sense of self and the way you associate with your own body, mind, and soul, the way you think and feel about yourself, the way you think and feel about your face, voice, and body, the way you think and feel about your own body, mind, and soul, the way you associate with your own existence? Do those navigational networks in your body-mind miracles, 4 regions housing hundreds of trillions of energy pathways impacted by every moment of your life experience, does your body-mind guide you towards feelings of wholeness, because all of those needs are met by you right here and now with unconditional love, where no matter what past experiences might have been, the way that you show up to see and love and support and honor all aspects of you right now are so powerful that it's nourishing your body mind to support navigating from a place of wholeness and love, profound wholeness and unconditional love. And in this moment, right here, right now, are all aspects of yourself so unified from every moment of your experience that there is closure from every past experience without ever needing to look back, because you are only ever needing to look within. And right here and now, all aspects of your own self-essence are fully unified and connected and experiencing this brand new, sacred, miraculous moment through your body, mind, and soul. And this feeling of wholeness within your brain, body, mind, and self-essence is then only amplified and expanded by a full activation of your soul essence. As you awaken to your soul self and move beyond the human identity, where the ego was defined by human experience, and now you're awakening to your soul essence, your soul self, and shape-shifting your existence from the inside out so that you can know more of your soul essence beyond experience, yet fully activated within it. From that soul activation to know more of who you truly are and to experience an expanded state of wholeness that transcends anything you ever could have previously imagined possible. And not just in a theoretical way, but in a way that is somatic, physical, energetic, mental, and emotional, penetrating every one of your bodily systems, mental, emotional, energetic, and physical bodies in a somatic way where you can actually feel it. You feel it in every cell of your being. And as you lock eyes with your soul self in a mirror, you are in the state of pure unity and wholeness in body, mind, and soul, where the gift that you give yourself with your own loving presence is more powerful and profound than any gift that anyone or anything else could ever give to you. If you are ready to activate your soul essence, reunify self aspects across all time dimensions, space, and reality, reconstruct the navigational networks so that those hundreds of trillions of energetic pathways that have been influenced from every moment of your life experience can now be resculpted, so they navigate from a place of unconditional love and profound wholeness, because you are now able to somatically fulfill those attachment needs from within for all parts and aspects of your body, mind, and soul. And effortlessly expand wholeness and unity throughout the regions of your own brain, where the front, mid, and back parts and left, right hemispheres of your own brain actually have new ways of connecting, communicating, and collaborating, so that literally the foundational structures of your own body, mind, and soul can somatically support the wholeness of all that you are within mental, emotional, physical, and energetic bodies on a consistent basis, where the transformation you create isn't temporary. It doesn't fade. It's embedded into the depths of your being, where your whole lifetime of experiences now stored in your body mind are shape-shifted and transformed into unconditional love and profound wholeness. And the next months and years of your life are lived from a place of unconditional love and profound wholeness within your body, mind, and soul, because you went to the depths of their foundation and resculpted them into love and wholeness through the power of your soul essence. This is exactly what my guided journeys facilitate. I presently have spaces available for my 3, 6, or 12-month intimately personalized one-on-one journeys through reborn as infinite love, becoming known through your body, mind, soul treasure trove. Through this journey, you'll have an opportunity to resculpt body, mind, soul foundations so that the navigation of your own inner being stems from the authentic essence of your soul self and not just a compilation of energies from past experiences. You'll have the opportunity to harmonize how your soul self flows through your mind and your body and all the different regions of your brain and those navigational networks that we talked about. You'll be able to transmute any and every past experience that might be impacting you right here, right now, and shapeshift any patterns of thought, feeling, habits, choices, responses, or the expressions of your own sense of self, like imbalances in personality traits or masculine, feminine energies, so that you can simply expand into more of who you truly are without restrictions because of the energies in your brain or body mind. And all of this contributes to supporting you in genuinely feeling more wholeness than you ever could have imagined possible. A somatic sensation that penetrates your mind, body, and soul, your mental, emotional, physical, and energetic bodies in a way that impacts how any and every experience now affects you and can positively impact any and every experience that is yet to come, while expanding all that you are in the present moment. Through this journey, you'll have the opportunity to meet your soul essence independent of experience, to activate and anchor your true self within the human form. You'll be able to learn a fun, fresh way to create simple, colorful treasure maps of your own body, mind, and soul that allows you to understand simplified insights of neuroscience and consciousness, or how the soul self flows through the brain and body mind beyond awareness. You'll have the opportunity to receive your soul's essence into the body mind while upgrading and expanding your brain and body mind's capacity to support your soul self, and teach the body mind to navigate from the presence, peace, power, bliss, joy, wholeness, love, abundance, freedom, and embodiment of your soul essence within the expression of your human self. Through this journey, you'll have the opportunity to nourish relational internal bonds throughout all aspects of your self essence in body, mind, and soul, including relational bonds between your higher self and human self, or soul essence and human experiencer, the awareness of yourself and the experiencer of yourself, and to nourish relational bonds between your present moment self and childhood self or inner child, and create daily practices that continue to expand the wholeness, love, and magic of who you truly are and how you experience the who that you are in everyday moments. And this journey is facilitated through weekly guided sessions with me, daily practices that you play with on your own, and self-guided journeys that will be referenced throughout our time together. And this container is offered in a 3, 6, or 12-month intimately personalized one-on-one journey. If you're not yet ready for that commitment, I do also offer single sacred soul sessions and self-guided journeys, so you can find the perfect offering to serve and support who you are, where you're at, and what your present intentions are. You can find this and so much more in the video description below. You may also join my Magic Portal email list and receive access to some free complimentary gifts to serve and support your journey. You are always invited into the profound wholeness of who you truly are within body, mind, and soul. The essence of all that you are always and eternally exists in a state of wholeness. And it is time now for you to have every opportunity to somatically experience that profound wholeness, fully activated and anchored within your being, penetrating your mental, emotional, physical, and energetic bodies, fully activated and anchored in body, mind, and soul in such a powerful way that any and every past experience that didn't support you feeling whole within yourself can be transmuted, so that profound wholeness pervades your present moment, and so that every potential experience you'll ever have can be experienced through the miracles of your body, mind, and soul in a state of being completely and profoundly whole. The fullness of your own wholeness welcomes you home with unconditional love.